Welcome back everyone to another Hearts of Iron 4 mod spotlight, and this time, oh boy, you can see that there's a lot of capitals in the game. Even there's more things around. Well, it's because today is the day for Countries Unleashed, which is a mod for releaseable countries, which is the most ridiculous releaseable country mod I've ever seen. Starting off with England. Yeah, it's England actually. You can release obviously Scotland, Wales, Cornwall, and Ulster. And when you do that, Great Britain actually turns into England, which is hilarious. And then all the things become English instead of British, which is incredibly detailed and funny. Then France has a ton of different countries that you can release as well. Just looking for a few of them. Like, I'm not sure why Catalonia has this little thing that you can add. I'm not quite sure as to why that is, but you can. Savoy, Alsace-Lorraine. Then Belgium can be split off into two parts, Flemish and Walloon. Wait, what happens to the Congo? Oh, it's just independent. Okay. And then, wait, the Netherlands, do you have something? Yeah, West Frisia. I actually did not release that beforehand. Oh well. Then there's a ton of German states. In fact, you can completely partition Germany off. There's Oldenburg. East Frisia for some reason is here. Mecklenburg. Lusatia, which is actually a Slavic state, not a German one. As you can see, this guy is Slavic. Then there's Saxony, Bavaria, Württemberg, Saar, the Rhenish Republic, and Prussia, which is the big one, obviously comprising quite a lot of territory. And then the free city of Danzig from Poland, also kind of German. They start off as fascist. Then in the east there's obviously Belarus and Ukraine, just like in a normal game. Moldavian Democratic Republic and Moravia, Transylvania here. In fact, a lot of these actually have party names and actual pictures for leaders, which is very nice. I'm pretty sure Hungary does not have anything that you can release, which is a shame. And there's the Republic of Moravia, Slovakia in general. The Lemko Republic, which is around Krakow. Silesia. And then Carpatho, Ukraine, which is a real thing, it's not made up. Austria does not have anyone that you can release, unfortunately. In Italy, there is Piedmont, Lombardy, South Tyrol, which starts as fascist. Venice, Fiume, which for some reason has Trieste as its capital, so I guess it should be called Trieste. The Vatican, Naples, Sicily, Sardinia, oh, and obviously Corsica from France. Wait, you look pretty French. I do not know. And Malta. Oh. Well, mod also adds a lot of different colonial nations. For example, French Morocco is there from the start of the game. Tunisia as well. Italian Libya. Anglo-Egyptian Sudan, etc, etc. So it's not just a mod for releasable countries, it's also a mod for countries that are supposed to be there at the start of the game, but aren't. Cyprus, you can release Crete. Kurdistan, obviously. Then moving on to the big ones, such as Yugoslavia, you can completely partition it, obviously. You can do Macedonia, Montenegro, Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, Slovenia. Pretty standard. Then in the east, there's a ton of different releasables from the Soviet Union. There's the Åland Islands. Tiny little cute piece of shit from Finland. Karelian Soviet. Here, Komi Soviet, Tatarstan, which I would imagine is supposed to be a little bit bigger. I mean, in real life, Tatarstan's like this big. The Volga Soviet, which is actually a German thing, from the Volga Germans. Don Republic, Kuban People's Republic, the Mountain Republic, aka the Mountainous Republic of the North Caucasus, Republic of Dagestan. Pretty sure Azerbaijan was already in there, as well as Armenia and Georgia. Iran doesn't really have anyone. You can obviously release territory that belongs to Kurdistan and Neo-Assyrian Empire, which can be released from either Iran or Iraq in this area. Nothing in Saudi Arabia. Shut the fuck up. The now English Raj actually controls a lot of these territories, which is weird, but I'm pretty sure historical, which is incredibly strange, but oh well. Pashtunistan, not quite sure as to who they are, but, well, I know who the Pashtuns are, but I'm not quite sure as to what Pashtunistan is supposed to be. Then Turkmenistan, which, wow, that's a very cool flag. That's actually a really awesome flag. Uzbekistan, all the stans, you know. Interestingly enough, no Kazakhstan. That's weird. Siberian Soviet, Saha Soviet, and then Green Ukraine, which is not an invention as well, incredibly enough. Green Ukraine is something that is supposed to exist. The Republic of Ezo from Japan, and Hokkaido. Okinawa, I believe. And a ton of different Chinese provinces. North Shanxi, Sichuan, Guizhou? Yeah, I'm guessing it's supposed to be Guizhou. Yeah. And then Hunan, Guangdong. Guangxi clique is obviously there from the start. Fujian. And the Shanghai International Settlement, interestingly enough. Which is obviously pretty nice. And then there's Taiwan from the start, like a Japanese puppet. So obviously this mod works better if you have to get it for victory. I don't, but you understand. Then there's Laos and Cambodia that you can release from French Indochina, but French Indochina is a puppet, so they can't release countries of their own will. And obviously they have a little bit of flavor added to them as well. Nothing from Siam, interestingly. Maybe something from the Dutch East Indies, not quite sure. Maybe, no, not even West Papua. Damn it. What about Timor? Portuguese Timor. Interesting. Then there is Westralia, which I'm supposed to be, I think it's a bit of a joke on Western Australia, but it's pretty funny nonetheless. Solomon Islands, yeah, ton of different island states. Even Hawaii, you can release Hawaii as the Americans. Then in the Raj, there's also a ton of different little places that you can release. Assam, you can release Federated Shan states, Burma, let's see, who are you? Kashmir. Who's this guy? The Khalistan Republic, Pakistan. I'm pretty sure there's Baluchistan, or Kalat, which is a place here. Kalat is, I'm pretty sure, a port. Then there's probably someone else down here. Obviously, as the Raj, you're a puppet. You can't release things yourself, so I could not release them to actually make them see. Nadu Dravida. English Ceylon has a core on Madurai, obviously. And then, obviously, I believe Bangladesh and Pakistan have a core on Bengal. So that's pretty standard. And I believe we're done. Are we? No, there's also Africa, right? There's just a ton of different places in Africa. Obviously, Algeria is the big one. Italian Libya, you can turn them into a non-puppet if you so wish, and if you have to get it for victory. Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Uganda. There's a ton of different colonial nations. Tanzania, the Boer Republic is a new one. Then Madagascar. Who are you? Spanish Guinea. And all of these actually have, you know, actual leaders, pictures, and party names. Some of which are actually quite complicated. So you can see a ton of them actually have parties, some of them don't. The Spanish Sahara actually has the Polisario Front as a democratic party. Interesting. Then you can release a ton of islands like the Canaries, Madeira, the Azores, or Azores, not quite sure as to how you're supposed to pronounce them. Well, there's Bermuda. No, they're a colonial nation. Then, unfortunately, in South America, there's nothing you can release, which is something that disappointed me a little bit. There are new states up here, Suriname, Guyana, and Guyana. The free colonial possessions that Europeans still had in South America. yeah, what I was expecting was to have a lot of releaseables around the area of Brazil and Argentina because they're obviously pretty big, so you can section them off, but unfortunately you can't. There is one guy here, cruise up. Not quite sure as to who you are, but you're there. And then America. Obviously Texas, the Confederacy, California, Lakota, Alaska, and I believe also someone else. No New England. I was expecting New England, but you can't release New England. And then no Cascadia either. Interesting. So quite a lot of different releasables that are... Wait, does Canada have someone? Oh yeah, obviously Quebec. And who are you? Metis. I'm guessing you're supposed to be like a First Nation. And nobody around here. Oh, and obviously Greenland is a colonial nation of Denmark, as is Iceland. You can release the Faroe Islands. Oh boy, what is that? Oh no. Oh, what the fuck is that? They have the most ridiculous party names. Obviously Scotland's here. And nothing else in Scandinavia worthy of note. So yeah, pretty good mod if you want to section off certain countries, especially in Europe after peace settlements. Not as good to play yet. Let me just show you why. Going into observe, for example, let's take Piedmont. You really don't have a lot of flavor in advisors. You really don't have a lot of flavor in companies, and you don't have any theorists or military high commands, nor oh damn it, I don't have a division. Yeah, I would have liked to show you that I have no generals, but I think you're gonna take my word for it that you don't have any generals. Also, the capital of this place is wrong. It's not supposed to be Genoa. It's supposed to be Turin. Sorry for the nitpick, but you know, I'm Italian, so I know these things. And yeah, it's very nice though that you can actually the Soviet faction. You can get a lot of different countries released, and some of them actually have some flavor to back them up, which makes them a little bit better to play them, even if you don't have any generals, any armies at the start, or any different things that you can actually do. I wonder how it would work with some mods that add a lot of different things. Like, there's a few mods that add different political staff that sometimes is, I think, randomly generated, so I think you could try playing with those. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. As always, the link will be in the description. Check out the mod if you want. Leave them some support. It would be very much appreciated. It was not made by me, as always. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.